Uma, what are we hearing about the latest numbers from Kerala, and indeed now that there are certain airlines that are shutting down flights from India, given that a large part of their flights are from Kerala. In fact, that's also cause for concern. An ICMR study also now showing that COVID antibodies are probably the lowest in Kerala among 21 states. So could that be a possible reason that Kerala is still seeing such a large number of cases? What are we hearing?
Ankita, you're right. The latest Sero survey, the fourth ICMR Sero survey, has shown now the breakup of the states has come, and Kerala has shown that it has only about 44% antibodies, which, as you mentioned, is in fact the lowest anywhere in the country. That, of course, may be credit to the kind of compliance that they have seen in terms of the masking as well as the social distancing in the population, because of which they have very low exposure to the virus. So at least 56% of the population we are talking about who have not been exposed to the virus at all. And that was the reasoning that Kerala had been giving to the high numbers, other than the fact that they do a lot of targeted testing. Contact tracing is supposed to be very, very good in Kerala. All those factors put together were supposed to be the reasons why Kerala had, continued to report high numbers. But the past few days, when they were in 10,000, 12,000, it was okay. Now, the last 2 days, they have been reporting 22,000. And as you mentioned, as many as 7 of those districts are among the 22 districts in the country that have been showing an upward trend in the number of cases. I spoke to Dr. Sulfi, who is of the Indian Medical Association, and he says that it is not the 22,000 that is going to be a big worry. We are not worried so much about that. But the fact that the hospital admissions per se has gone up by 1,000 in the last couple of days. If it was around 2,200 before that for several days, we are talking about 3,200 hospital admissions. And that could be a reason for worry if that is going to see an upward trend. Because so far when we are talking to experts, what they were pointing out is that we are doing a lot of testing and rigorous testing, because of which we are showing the numbers. But the people who are requiring hospitals is very, very less in Kerala, and that it is the domiciliary kind of treatment that most of these patients were undergoing, and therefore it's not such a big reason for concern. Yesterday, of course, the BJP lashed out at the government of Kerala, saying that the relaxations that were given during Eid had led to higher numbers. Malappuram had shown 4,000 plus day before yesterday of course 3,000 odd, a little about 4,000 they had shown. But Malappuram has been reporting higher numbers all through. It's not just a post-Eid scenario that we are talking about, and we are talking about not just Malappuram but several other districts all over which have been showing higher numbers in Kerala. And that's the reason why now the government has said that the local self-government institutions, wherever the lockdown restrictions were there, those are going to continue. And they have just now announced that on July 31 and on August 1 there will be a complete lockdown in Kerala. In Kerala, if you see the figures, in fact, the number of people who are coming in from outside into Kerala, that has been one of the huge sources of infection. And that's the reason why these restriction of flights would also be of very relevant in the context of the higher numbers that we are talking about in Kerala. Must also point out, festival season in less than 3 weeks. In fact, we are going to have Onam, another very big festival, and traders, of course, would be expecting at that time that you would have relaxations once again. Of course, the virus has no religion or color, and therefore wherever you're going to have gatherings and it's going to be in closed places, it is going to lead to higher numbers. Right. That's something that the scientific community, the doctors have been telling the Kerala government.
Right. So Uma, just a clarification there then, is this going to be a regular weekend curfew in Kerala starting from this coming weekend, that's July 31st and August 1st, or is this a one-off?
It's a one-off, in fact. They have made a reference to the 2-day lockdown that they had undertaken in the month of June as well, when the numbers were high. And once again now, a 2-day lockdown, specifically mentioning July 31 and August 1, when the entire state will be under lockdown, complete lockdown. In the restrictions that they have mentioned, of course, they are given exceptions for things like a photo studio because the NEET students are going to be requiring that. They have said the printing press, for instance, is going to be allowed to function without lockdown restrictions because textbooks have to be printed as well. So while restrictions are in place in the containment zones and in the areas that are showing the higher rates of positivity, the Kerala government also not wanting to shut down completely the educational, the calendar of the educational calendar schedule for the students, and also taking care of businesses because, as we have always seen, COVID is all about management of lives and livelihoods as well.
All right.